Hello, everyone. Today we're talking to Harriet from the Hue and Cry Collective. Now, Harriet, I want you to tell us about who you are and your Hue and Cry gallery.
So I'm Harriet. I am wife, mum of two. This one is 5 months old, and I've got a 4-year-old as well. Hue and Cry Collective was set up in 2020 in the middle of lockdowns by my husband and some business partners at the time. And last year, they decided they didn't want to be part of it anymore, so he and I took over. It's been a journey, but it's been a wild ride. But yeah, so we are an art gallery. We're on Ryrie Street, and we have studios upstairs, and we have a workshop and a dark room, and we also brought in a second business into Hue and Cry this year. So we also own Analog Academy, where we do film processing.
Right. Tell us a little bit more about Analog Academy. Sounds interesting.
I feel like you're quite interested in Analog Academy. Analog Academy is a well-established business. It's been around for 11 years now, originally on Cousins Place in Geelong. Set up by 3 friends, and yeah, they were developing 35mm and 120, black and white and colour. And it was just, they formed a beautiful community doing coffees, and originally they were doing hot dogs as well, which was really fun. But a really beautiful community that they built. But unfortunately, their building was sold this year, and so they decided to sell the business. And Corey and I thought, hey, it'll fit really well into Hue and Cry. So we bought the business, we bought all of the tech and everything that they'd got going. And yeah, we've brought it into Hue and Cry. So we knocked down all of the studios that were at the back of the building this year and have turned it into a bar and the film processing side. So we've still a lot of work to do, but it's going to be a really fun area.
Cool. And whereabouts in Ryrie Street are you?
We're directly opposite the Geelong Performing Arts Centre. So we're in a really good spot.
Cool. Just a curiosity about yourself. You've got a bit of an accent there. So where are you originally from? England somewhere?
Yeah, originally from Leicestershire. Yeah. Fun fact, Corey and I actually met online when we were 14. We're both now 32, so it's been a while.
Wow.
His parents paid for me to fly over to Australia when I was 16 to meet him. We were engaged at 19 and married at 20.
Wow.
So, yeah.
That's a story in itself, isn't it?
Just a bit, yeah. My mum says I should write a book one day.
I think we've all got a story in us. What is unique about what you do?
So I guess, there's art galleries all over Geelong and the Ballerine, some really high-end art galleries. And what Corey and I are looking to do is bridge the gap. So we've got places like Boom, and there's an amazing art gallery in Queenscliff that we love to visit, and places like that. And they only exhibit really high-end work. But then on the flip side, you've got places like Platform Arts that only exhibit really emerging artists. And we're just wanting to bridge that gap so that you've got the high-end established artists, but you've also got the emerging artists, and they can, I guess, exhibit side by side. We still value quality work, but there's a lot of people who really struggle to get into art galleries. And so I guess with that stepping stone, we're looking to bridge that gap.
I think the viewers would notice we've also got an extra person in the room. Yes. Tell us about this little one.
So this is Phineas. I'm really hoping he stays asleep. He's sort of half asleep and half not at the moment. He was actually born in May. So we took over the running of Hue and Cry in January. We weren't meant to officially take over the business until August, but that didn't happen. So we officially took over Hue and Cry in April, and this one was born in May. So it's been a pretty hectic year.
Fantastic. The last question I asked sort of leads into my next question is, why did you choose Geelong? But Geelong really chose you, didn't it?
It did. Yeah, so we lived in the UK for 3 years when we got married. And after a tumultuous year in 2014, we decided to make the move back over to Australia. Obviously, Corey's already Australian. And we looked at a few different places. Corey's family is not from Geelong. So we looked at around where they were living. We looked at Bacchus Marsh as an option because we really like that kind of country setting, and nothing fit. Nothing felt like home to us. And Corey just off the cuff went, "Why don't we look at Geelong?" So we came down here and immediately fell in love. I've never lived by the ocean before. Leicestershire is bang smack in the middle of the UK. You cannot get further from the sea on any side. And so it's been a really beautiful change for us. We love it here. So yeah, absolutely.
I think being by the ocean is pretty special, and I think a lot of us can take even just that fact for granted because we're surrounded by such beautiful beaches. Yeah, I have a true appreciation for that factor that I'm not that far from the ocean. Any of
Yeah.
any of the local beaches, it's all just a short drive away. So yeah,
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a massive cultural change for us. I mean, growing up in the UK, a 2 hour journey to the ocean, you spend at least a weekend there. Whereas over here, you guys are so happy to drive 2 hours anywhere just for the day. It's amazing.
can you share with us a great client experience and what you learnt from it?
Um, I think this last month has been a good example of that. We were approached early on this year by the Rosson family, who wanted to put on an exhibition of Peter Rosson's works. And for those people who don't know, Peter Rosson was an artist around the kind of like the 70s, 80s, really prolific. He grew up in Geelong, was falsely accused of stealing the Picasso from the NGV. And it really affected his life and affected his work and how he was seen in the art world. And unfortunately, he died in 2002. So all of his works have been in storage and not seen the light of day for 20 years. And being a gallery owner and I guess still learning my place in this business, being approached and saying, "Hey, this is really sensitive to us, but we really want to put Peter's works back on show, and we think that you guys are the right fit for us," has been such a huge honor. That there's been people who have made comments that said, "Well, really, his work should be in an institution somewhere. They should be on show in places like the NGV or Geelong Gallery," and yet we've been chosen. And working side by side with the Rosson family, and learning about Peter's life and being able to celebrate him, it's been a huge honor for us.
It's fantastic. Really, it would be a huge honour.
Yeah, absolutely.
It could have gone anywhere, but it came to you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fantastic. What are your future plans for your business, for the Hue and Cry Collective?
Coffee?
I heard rumours that you want to build a cafe or insert a cafe in it.
Yeah, that's a long-term plan. So we've got a coffee machine ready to go, and it was meant to be up and running in July when we took over Analog Academy. But the plumbing bill was going to be, $20,000 because we have no plumbing downstairs in the gallery at the moment. And that's just not a bill that we can afford right now. So we've been looking at coffee alternatives, I guess. So yeah, coffee. It's really important to us to build a community. We don't want to be a walk-in, walk-out gallery. That's not what we're about. Yes, we're an art gallery, but we're also about inclusivity and making people feel safe and seen and building that community around us. So I guess 2024, we're hoping to build more on our multi-purpose space a little bit more and build a really cool hangout area for people.
Right, that sounds really good. Really good. What sort of advice do you have for up and coming business owners?
Well, I would say that I'm still officially up and coming, I guess.
Yeah.
I would say get the foundations right. So we were thrown into our business a lot quicker than we anticipated. And so we're still working on some of the foundations. People go, hey, what's your vision for your business? And I can't give them an off the cuff answer straight away because it's something that we're still, I guess, hashing out. So build on those foundations, get those right straight away. Join the Geelong Small Business Network if you're in Geelong and you're not part of it. Absolutely. I mean, it's been such a huge blessing for me to get to know people like yourself and other entrepreneurs who are just incredible humans. Yeah, it's been incredible. And yeah.
Well, you've been lovely to have too. So yeah. Okay, that's really good advice there. I think I'm a little bit biased though, but yeah. Okay, how can people get in touch with you if they're interested in your gallery, or even touching base with you for future displays or whatever?
Yeah, absolutely. So we've got studios upstairs. We are definitely looking to fill some studio spots at the moment. So if you're an artist or creative, whether it's you're a writer, you're a ceramicist, jeweler, whatever it might be, and you need a space to work, we have some studio spaces available at the moment. We've also got the group show at the end of the year with a theme of community. So you can just head to our website and submit a work there. Our website is hueandcry.com.au. You can also follow us on Instagram. I'm much better at responding on Instagram than I am on Facebook, but we do have Facebook as well. We're just the Hue and Cry Collective, and you can follow Analog Academy as well. And if you want to get in touch personally, you can just email us at gallery@hueandcry.com.au.
Great, fantastic. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining me, I must say.
I know.
And,
I know.
And you did really well. I think everyone would appreciate the knowledge you've got and your stories as well.
Oh, we hope to see you all in Hue and Cry soon. Hopefully,
yeah,
with
that'd be
coffee.
great. Thanks for coming
Thanks,
along.
Matthew. Have a good day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.